Ready?
2022.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to 2022. Woo!
Yay!
2022, everybody. I'm excited to be here and great to see you again. Refresh start on January. Moving forward. Jennifer, it's a new year, but we've been doing this now for a while, loving every minute of it. What should we start the year out with? What are you noticing out there in your tribe? And because you're at so many events, surrounded by real estate agents, real estate investors, movers and shakers. What's the word out there?
So this is really fun because actually this week I'm actually at a conference for life insurance, for my life insurance license, which I've had for years, but now I'm starting to actually utilize more and more. And of course, the same question I get in real estate, as well as even with the life insurance, these providers, they're, so often people are always asking, how can I increase my credit score? And the thing is, and you and I both know this, it's the wrong question.
It's the wrong question, everybody. We love you, but it's the wrong question. You're climbing the wrong tree.
And it's so frustrating because, again, they want the result of having banks love them, throw money at them, being able to get real estate properties, being able to invest in properties, being able to do all this stuff. But we know that it's not just about the credit score.
It's not the credit score.
Let's start from basics for year 2022.
We'll start at the very beginning. A wonderful place to start. All right, guys, we got to change the game. It is not about your credit score, and we're just going to get down to the brass tacks, the very root of the issue. We have been only playing in a 52 card deck. If we think about credit scores, we're playing with one card, and we cannot win a hand. We cannot win the game. Credit scores are used after you're approved to determine your interest rate and your and the amount they're willing to give you, whether it's a mortgage, a business credit line, a commercial loan on a large property. It does not matter. They don't use your credit score to get you approved. So when we ask the question, how do I raise my credit score? It's a nonsensical question because they're not looking at your score until after you're approved. How we get approved is by focusing on a powerful a set of borrower behaviors and a borrower profile. Now, typically people you say, I have a credit report. How do I improve my credit report? And that's it's kind of a tradition to call your credit report a reflection of your credit profile, which is actually a reflection of your borrower behaviors. So you guys, we got to go upstream, way upstream, because we're ending up in the wrong place. We're climbing the wrong tree. We're following the wrong map. We're every metaphor we can use, and we want to start out strong. Now, for your tribe, Jennifer, this year is the year of the myth. We are myth busting all freaking year long. So more on that later, but I'm telling you, there are over 400 myths that we're going to be busting through in every channel, social channel, a whole podcast dedicated to myth busting, right? Credit myths exposed. So when we get there, we're going to blow the top off of all the myths, but the number one myth, you guys, the number one is that your score contributes to your credit approvals. Has never been true and is currently not true. So let's ask the right questions. Jennifer, what do I need to do to improve my relationship with a lender so they look at me and want to give me money?
And so, Merrill, let's talk about that, though, because one thing that happens when people find out that something they really believed in for their whole life is not true, it becomes a little bit, number one, people just think you're full of malarkey.
Right.
And that you don't know what you're talking about.
Who's this guy? Who's this lady?
Let's talk about that elephant in the room, because
Yeah.
that's something that, first of all, people get really, number one, they get mad because now you've challenged a fixed belief, a fixed
Yes.
idea that they believe their whole life, and now they're finding out that they've been lied to, and that's not a good feeling. That's a feeling of betrayal.
That's not fun. Well, who's betrayed me? And you're right. And the thing is it's just part of our social fabric. It's part of our financial fabric. Parents pass it down to their. You're 16 years old and dad's looking at his FICO score, or mom's checking out her credit report, and you're like, hey, what you want an 800? And the very first thing a teenager or young adult learns is, I need a high credit score. It comes right out of the gate. We go to a financial literacy. The higher credit score, the better. Well, yes, for rate and term and approval amounts, but we do the math that it means that that's going to help us get approved. And guys, it has never gotten you approved for anything. Never. Every once in a while, it helps raise a limit of an account you already have. They'll give you more money if your review scores are the same or higher than they were before, but you've already been approved to have that account. Follow me? It's just, do we trust them with more money? Let's check their score. Oh yeah, we can trust them with more money, but you've already been approved to have that account. So you're right. And I don't want to gloss over, I apologize. You're right. When we have fixed beliefs and we challenge those beliefs, now, I am kind of a bull in a china shop just by personality. So maybe I've been called to lead this fundability movement, because that's what we're talking about, you guys. Are you fundable? Not, do you have a good credit score or a high credit score? It's, are you fundable? Will a lender approve your funding applications? Will they give you money? That's the bottom line. And our course, if you guys check in every Wednesday morning at noon Central, right? I'm noon Eastern. If you check in, we're going to be myth busting all year long.
Yay!
All year long. We're just taking on more and more. So please come with an open heart and an open mind, because both Jennifer and I have vast experience. I have relationships with FICO, with lender teams, the people who actually define what it means to be approved. That's where we're getting our intel. That's who's teaching us how to help you get fundable. And that's why this is my battle cry. Get fundable. My logos and all of our branding is just get fundable. Everybody get fundable. And
that's one of the things, though, with Merrill starting this new year. I wanted to start first with the myth busting that the credit score is the be all end all for getting your funding. Yeah. It's not. So first of all, suspend your disbelief. If you're watching this, suspend your disbelief and just go with us. Stick with us, because we're just going to continue to give you the truth. And the great thing about it is, even though I know we're disrupting something you have thought as sacred, this amazing credit score thing, and you got it to 8 or above 800, and you think that you can do anything, and we're going to teach you the tricks. Merrill especially has gone behind the curtain at the Wizard of Oz, so to speak, and we say that with fun and lightheartedness, because there is hope. And I want to even say there's good news around the corner. Stick with us. And I mean, and just for one quick example before we run off this one, I want to say, kind of to set the stage, one of the things I remember when I first met you, when we first started really experimenting with this, and I realized, wow, there's so much that can be done about it. Meaning, you can you can get a better score, but you can get so much more fundable just with something as simple as your name, right?
Yep. Yeah. Your borrower identity is actually the gatekeeper to approvals, not to score, to approvals. We will, every time we share with you a myth that we're busting, we're going to show you the truth behind it and actionable steps you can take to get more clear on it, and resources to be able to even get the full trainings on what you need to do, all the borrower behaviors and what to do about them. So
I want to say, speaking of, my friends attended the boot camp last month, and they loved it. They're real estate agents. And I got a bunch of text messages from them just saying it blew their minds and they're so excited about it. So I want to make sure we tell people about, if you're interested,
Yes.
when are you doing your next boot camp?
Our next boot camp is January 28th and 29th at getfundablejennifer.com. Getfundablejennifer.com. Check it out. Just read the reviews, you guys. No joke. Just read the reviews. You're going to find peers. You're going to find businessmen and women. You're going to find entrepreneurs, real estate investors. You're going to find 1099 professionals who you might just read what they have to say. Don't even believe me, right? Even though Jennifer and I are the horse's mouth ultimately. But just read the reviews. There's dozens and dozens of them. And come and check it out, because I tell you, there is a truth, an easy to apply truth to every single myth we're ever going to bust.
And the nice part about the boot camp is you can do it from the comfort
and
safety of your home, which I think is a really important thing.
It's live streaming through Zoom. You don't have to go anywhere. But I'm telling you that there were a couple people who shared with me. They were like, "This is crazy. I didn't want to miss it. So I thought I was just going to be able to hover around and do chores and stuff while I'm going." And I'm like, I can't miss this. So I had my iPad in one room. We see in Zoom there's like 3 names, and it was a computer, an iPad, and an iPhone. We're all logged in so that they could go. They made plans that they to be at home, but they couldn't leave the room. They're like moving around, making sure that they could experience the boot camp in every room. I'm telling you, it is no joke, you guys. This is, and here's a little secret for you and your tribe, Jennifer. I have revisited the entire deck, and I have, the concepts, every one of the concepts we visit, because they are permanent, but the detail and the relationships and how to do things, oh my word, man, we have knocked it out of the park.
Excellent.
So we're leveling up again. You know me, I'm never satisfied. What else can I give them? What else can I give them? What can I cram into this 2-day event, right? So getfundablejennifer.com, you guys, and make sure that we have, that you just come and find out for yourself. Just find out for yourself. It is a wild, wild ride. You will not be disappointed.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Thank you, Merrill. And I love that we got to start off the year with this, the first of the Mythbusters, which is, I can't believe, one of the most common misconceptions.
Absolutely. Oh, something I forgot to say. I am so, Jennifer and I are so, we know, you know how you don't know what you're missing until you've been it, and you're like, oh, I'm so glad I did this, because I didn't know what I was missing out on, right? Well, I am so confident that if you register for the boot camp, getfundablejennifer.com, if you go and register, if you are not blown away by the end of day 1, I will refund your money. I will refund your money. Now, you don't get to go to day 2, but I will refund your money for day 1, because if this isn't your jam, you don't have to be part of the tribe, right? Go on we'll part as friends. But I want you to know that it's risk-free.
Yeah.
Any ticket level, you're free to go. And at the end of day 1, if you're not looking for more and you weren't thrilled, I'm happy to refund you in full. No questions asked.
Yep. Wonderful.
All right, guys.
I think it's wonderful because, everybody loves it. Everybody that I've sent over there for years, and we've known each other for
8
many years now.
Yeah. It's been a minute.
It's over 10 years, I think now. It's a lot of years. So anyway, I'm so grateful. Thank you, Merrill. And I'm so excited because I love that you are always interested in making it a little better, and always getting the most updated information for people.
Oh, yeah. It's all super dialed, straight from the mouth of FICO, straight from lender underwriting groups, straight from lender. All of the seminars and the newsletters and the white papers that I do, that's my job, is just stay in tune with what lenders are doing out there, and then how to get you fundable. That's my jam.
Perfect. Thank
you
you.
Have
thank
fun
you.
at your conference. Yeah, you have an awesome conference, and congratulations on keeping you're such a highly educated and licensed. I mean, if it's out there, you got it. So I'm thrilled for you. I'm thrilled for you, Jennifer.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Have a beautiful day. My tribe, Jennifer's tribe, have an amazing day. Do not miss out on all the exciting things that are going to happen this year. Same Fundable time, same Fundable channel, Wednesdays at noon Eastern. Booyah. We'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.